Hello guys, it's Ivan here checking in for day 19. Hope you guys are well, as am I. Today's concept is simple: attitude diseases, or rather attitude. Now, in the past videos I've been talking about personal development and all of this is and all of those awesome things. But as much as there's tons of huge things that can literally affect your ability to do well in all parts of your life, for example, physical diseases, natural disasters, among a ton of other factors out there, people simply overlook the small things, for example, attitude. But what they don't realize is these little things can literally be the huge factors that determine how quickly you can learn something or how well you can get along in life. For example, if you were a girl and you grew up in a family where you kept on hearing your parents and your siblings saying that maths is not a female subject and maths is just hard and they're just not maths people, all of them. Obviously, if you go to school with this sort of outlook towards maths and you knew maths class, you'll obviously get there and you're like, maths is not it's not my subject. Obviously, I'm just not a maths person, which for the record is not a thing. Everyone has the ability to be a good mathematician. But anyway, that's not the topic of this video, sorry. But you guys get the point. Just that simple attitude change affects how well you can do in maths. And this goes for every other subject. For example, sciences like chemistry and physics and whatnot. If you go in with the concept that I'm not a chemistry person or whatever, you'll end up obviously not scoring very highly on it. The other example is about a cabby guy who nearly ran over a guy who was in the wrong. Now, this cabby guy was verbally assaulted by this guy who he nearly ran over. But he chose not to fall victim of the trap. So instead of losing his cool and getting into it with this guy he nearly ran over, he just chose to smile at him and wish him a good day. So the cabby was driving a passenger who just so happened to be an author and witnessed all of this, and he was asking him, how come you didn't lose your temper or whatever, and he told him people are like garbage trucks. They walk around with a lot of frustration, they're looking for somewhere to dump it, which obviously the author found interesting and looked more into. And obviously, if you think about if the cab driver chose to lose his temper, he could have possibly fought with this guy, maybe gotten his ass kicked to start with. He could have the result of him actually losing his temper would have obviously resulted into his mood changing, basically his attitude of the whole day changing. So basically his day would have gone to trash, and maybe some other repercussions that would have come of that. But all of this was avoided by just the cab driver choosing to have a positive outlook towards life, to not take things personally. Just that little tweak to his personality as a person, to his attitude, made all the difference, if that makes sense. So yeah, the concept of this video is rather simple. Yes, there are massive things that can inhibit your ability to do well, but don't ignore the small things, the attitude. Have an open attitude, have an open mind towards things, and you'll be surprised how quickly it is to learn them, or how better you get along. That's it for this video. Hope you guys stay well. See you guys in the next video.